Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Chemical Guys Detail Garage. It's summertime. What does that mean? It is time to take care of your trims and tires on the exterior of your vehicle. Today I will be going over the benefits of using Hybrid V07 Optical Select High Shine Tire Spray. Let's get to it. Our first stop on the Ford F-150 is going to be on its tires. Its tires are dull, neglected, it has grime of previous old dressing. If I rub my fingers on here and I show you guys, all of that is just grime and debris that is diminishing the look of the tire while making it look brown. Over time, if you do not remove old previous dressings, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with brown tires. That is just old dressing sitting on it that has not been removed. So to remove the old dressing, we're going to start off with Nonsense. Nonsense is an all-purpose super cleaner that's going to remove any dirt, grime, debris, or tire dressings that might be sitting on rubber. So just spray it on there. And then I'll grab my nifty brush and spray some on here. The nifty brush is just going to help me agitate the area so I can ensure I get everything off, and whenever I apply Hybrid V07 Tire Shine, it lasts as long as it can. So just scrub it back and forth, and I'm going to do my best without taping up the area to show you guys a hardcore 50-50. So bear with me if it's not perfect, because I'm not perfect. Maybe you are, but just scrub it back and forth. And then I'll grab a green microfiber towel. We always recommend using a dark microfiber towel, but in this occasion, I just want to show you how much grime is actually on this tire. So I'll get my microfiber towel, I'll wipe it in one direction, and you guys can see how disgusting that tire is. Imagine applying a tire shine over dirt and grime. The tire shine is not going to bond properly, and over time it's just gonna fail. So this is what you want to do. Do the proper steps, remove the old tire shine, so whenever you come back to apply a new tire shine, it's good to go and it's gonna last as long as possible. So I'll flip it over to clean side, and I personally like to give it 2 passes just so I can ensure I get everything off. So just give it another spray with my Nonsense, spray some onto my nifty brush, and just scrub it out. Make sure everything is out of the rubber, so whenever I come with my Hybrid V07 Tire Shine, it's going to bond properly. All right, remove it, give it a wipe with my microfiber towel, and you still start seeing some grime come out. That is all dirt and grime. Look, one side, another side. So now I'm gonna get a clean side and just buff it off. You still start seeing some grime come off. So make sure everything is completely clean before applying a tire shine. All right, we're gonna be good to go. Let me rub my fingers, do the tire check. They're clean now. So this means I am allowed to apply my tire shine onto this tire. So now it's time to apply a tire shine. I'll be using this foam applicator. It's a perfect fit for this tire because whenever I press on it, it's going to contour onto the tire and it's gonna help me apply it properly. So now I'll just get my tire shine. I'll give it a couple sprays onto my foam applicator. You could also spray directly onto the tire, but me personally, I do not like spraying directly onto a tire because then I can obviously have overspray either on my wheels, on my lug nuts, on my rotor, and I do not want to go back and re-clean up the wheel. So I'll start off right here and I'll just massage it on. And you can see Hybrid V07 Tire Shine just enhances the shine of the tire. This is going to keep it rejuvenated. It's not going to allow it to turn brown over time, and it's going to keep it black, and over time your tires last longer because they're not cracking. So if you're doing high mileage on the freeway, on the streets, or you have a daily driver, Hybrid V07 Tire Shine will be the perfect tire shine for you because it's going to keep your ride looking amazing at all times. So just apply it, and it's an oil-based dressing. So if you encounter a lot of rain, all you guys might encounter more rain than we do. Like here in California, it hardly rains. But if you encounter rain, I recommend going with oil-based dressing like Hybrid V07 Tire Shine because water and oil do not mix. So it's not going to wear off as fast. So let me just give it a second coat. Come back and just apply it. And a lot of people always say, does oil-based dressings sling whenever I drive off? And the answer is no. If it's slinging on you, that means you are applying too much tire shine. So whenever you're done applying your tire shine, either you buff it off, or two, just degrease the tire before applying tire shine, and like that, you will not allow it to sling all over the place. So just apply it one last time. And you guys can see how easily it was to apply Hybrid V07 Tire Shine, and it gave it amazing shine with just a single application. So this is dull, neglected, dirty compared to something that's clean, it's crisp. This truck is giving a better look. So now guys, I'll meet you guys on stop number 2, where it's around the whole entire trims on this Ford F-150. And now we are stop number 2. It is time to treat the trim pieces on the Ford F-150. Everybody comes encounter with this situation. I know a lot of Avalanche owners have the trim pieces, or anybody that might have raw trim pieces that are not painted encounter this situation. Your trim turns dull and gray over time, and it deceives the look of your vehicle, and you constantly ask yourself, what should I treat it with, because I want to make it look how it once was or even better. So today I have this trim piece on the F-150. Keep in mind, this F-150 is new compared to my truck. My truck's a 2005, so you guys can imagine my trim on my truck. But this truck is new, and it needs to be coated with something that will protect it from UV rays, especially because it is not garage kept. The owner has a V-bug inside his garage. But nonetheless, it is time to attack the trim on this F-150. Now I can give you guys a hardcore 50-50 because I'll be using tape. So let me just rip off a piece and tape it down right there. Before you apply any dressings to your trim, you have to treat it the same exact way you would treat your tires. You need to remove any previous dressing or any glazes, sealants, waxes that might have gotten on your trim while waxing your car, because everybody always causes mistakes. And if you do not have a glaze, sealant, wax on your trim, just go ahead and use Trim Clean. Trim Clean will remove any oils that are sitting on your trim, such as dressings or even waxes that may have gotten onto your dressing. So if you had that incident, use Trim Clean just to remove it. So I'll put my applicator to the side. I'll get my green Workhorse microfiber towel. I'll give it a couple sprays, and this is going to ensure I do not get overspray, especially because I want to give you guys a hardcore 50-50. So just come to the area and just clean it off. This is going to help the dressing bond to the surface properly and keep it looking its best for as long as possible. So just come back, clean it up, and you guys can see all of that grime is just grime that is penetrating the pores of the plastic that causes it to turn gray over time, or even it might even crack. So give it a flip it over to the clean side, get Trim Clean, spray on here, and then go to your trim and just wipe it back and forth to ensure you get a proper bond all over your trim pieces, so you won't have a heavy spot on only one area. You have an even coat throughout your whole trim. So let me just make sure I get into every crack and crevices of this trim piece. Down here, let me just lift up that and clean it up. And you guys can still see there's dirt, grime coming off of this trim. So flip over to the clean side, buff off any residue. Now the trim is ready to be treated. So just spray it on here, give it a couple sprays, go to your trim piece and just massage it side to side. And keep in mind, if you do encounter a lot of rain, you park next to sprinklers, you need an oil-based dressing in your life, because an oil-based dressing will not wear off if it comes into contact with water, tsunamis, sandstorms, or anything. Hybrid V07, as soon as you apply it, it turns dry to a touch, so if dirt, grime lands onto the surface, it is not going to stick, it's just going to roll right off. So just work it into the area, make sure it's completely worked in. Let me just get a little bit more product, spray it on here, put that right there. And then you just want to be very, very generous. And if you would like, you can actually coat up this dressing up to 4 times. So just give it an application, give it a couple minutes to dry up, and then you follow it up with a second application to make your trims look its best at all times. Before you guys start commenting down below saying, I missed a spot. If I missed a spot, I am sorry guys. I will go back after every video and make sure everything is coated. So work it in. And now I'll get my tape and I'll remove it. And wow, you guys can see a huge before and after. This side, it's coated, it's not oily, it's good to go. Compared to this side, there's water spots on it, there's grime, there's debris, and it's even the look of a car, especially because this truck is black. So you want to have your trims look as black as they can to match your paint. So guys, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friend that needs this dressing in their life to save their trims. Comment down on future videos you want to see, and we'll see you guys next time right here at the Chemical Guys Detail Garage. Don't forget, any products you guys see in this video, link down below. Click on them, it'll go straight to you guys. See you guys then. Bye.